Hello, my friends, and welcome to my live video broadcast. Day 11 of the 14-day video challenge. In this video, I'm sharing about the stimulus response gap. Have you ever heard of the stimulus response gap? Just like many people I know, you probably have not. That is also the same for the law of attraction. And this skill, this superpower that we have, will make a huge difference in your life. This will change your everyday life and your future. For those of you that are watching live, let me know where you're watching from, what page or platform you're watching from. Give me some hearts, some cares, set your notifications to all, follow, connect, or subscribe so you can join me whenever I stream live to wherever you are watching from. And if you're watching the replay, give me that hashtag replay and where you're watching from. I'd love to hear some questions or relevant comments at any time during this show. And if you haven't met me before, I am Coach Dean, father of 5, high performance and law of attraction coach, affiliate marketer, and serial businessman. I empower coaches, consultants, and creative business owners and C-suite executives who struggle with lack of results for cracking that code to become more productive while working fewer hours per day and days per week so they can reconnect with their passions and afford to have more fun while they're doing it. I teach you how to generate more high-ticket leads, close more sales, scale revenue, maximize personal and team results, and facilitate the enjoyment of living life to its fullest. I'm a brother to those that know me and a friend to those that don't. By all means, I'm happy to have you here. And I'm really happy to share this with you because the stimulus response gap is just an amazing thing for all of us in this world because it's something we all have, something we're all born with. It's something we all can improve upon with our awareness and our choice to make use of it. Remember, I've always said, we have awareness, we have choice. We're born with those superpowers. And with the awareness of the stimulus response gap and the choice to make use of it, you can make a huge difference in your everyday life. You can make a huge difference in your future. You can recreate your paradigm. You can even change your paradigm. And as you know, I am the paradigm changer, and I'm giving you this little tidbit for free. I normally charge for this, but I am happy to share this with you for free because Helen Martin asked me to. She's an awesome lady. She's got me on this 14-day live video challenge from Australia. Helen, I love you. You're a great lady. And thank you for inviting me back into the video challenge world. It just inspired me to get back into doing my live videos after being off for a while. So here I am sharing it with you, the stimulus response gap. You are more than welcome to put comments in and tell me if you actually know what this is, or ask me questions as I go about what this is all about. But here we go anyways. So the stimulus response gap, stimulus response. It's all about our reaction to outside stimulus, how we respond to the things we hear and say from the outside world. This is about being more aware. This is about being more mindful. So this also can be improved by meditation, not just awareness and your choice to use it, but also meditation by having a more calm mind as you go through your everyday. Obviously, this will also help you have better dreams if you have a more calm mind as you go through your everyday. But this is all about the stimulus response gap and how it affects your waking moments and how it affects how you interact with the outside world. It's all about external stimulus, not the things you think on the inside, but how you think and react to the things that happen to you based on the external stimulus of the outside world. So I'm going to give you a perfect example. This is a circumstance where, let's just say, for example, that you are in a place where you are dealing with a work person, a work colleague, or someone that you see on a regular basis And let's just say, for argument's sake, that you don't really get along with them. Maybe, maybe it's a work colleague that you struggle to get along with, or you don't understand. But when you see them coming down the hall or coming around the corner, or in the morning at the beginning of the day, or in the lunchroom or on break, or wherever it is that you meet this particular work colleague, you fall back on your old programming. You fall back on the old rhetoric that you tell yourself, your old story that is that thing that you live by, that you always just instinctively go to. And you don't go talk to them, or you respond harshly, or you ignore them, or whatever the case may be. But you make that decision, and this has been proven by research, in 0.6 of a second. Not 6 seconds, which is the average attention span for a person these days, but 0.6 seconds. 1/10 of our attention span it takes for most people to actually respond to their stimulus and not even know that they've done that. They just jump into that old thing. I hate this. I love that. I don't like this. There's so-and-so, so I'm just going to do whatever. This works positively or negatively. But most of us, just like the law of attraction, don't know about this and don't know that we can actually change it. So the whole idea is to be in a place where you know that you have this reaction. You've developed your awareness. You've improved your mindlessness to be more mindful. You've gotten rid of some of your monkey mind. You've calmed it down so that when you encounter these circumstances, it doesn't have to be the work colleague. It could be the bus being late, missing the subway train. It could be any number of things. It's all about your external stimulus. Watching the news, watching a stock market report, anything at all. Something that you might see on Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever you go, social media, TikTok, who knows what. But it's that one of those things that triggers you, that tweaks your mind, that sets you off possibly for hours, who knows. But the whole idea is to be aware that you're being triggered. Be aware of that external stimulus and how you react to it. Be in a place where you've chosen to slow down and live in the moment. Be in the now and say to yourself, now, wait a second. I always feel like garbage or whatever after I go through whatever it is that you go through. And I don't like it. I want to do something about it. Good news is, my friend, you can do something about it. And you can do something about it right now. I'm going to show you how. So it tweaks you, it triggers you, it upsets you, it angers you, it scares you, it whatever the case may be, it saddens you, and you don't like it. This is your awareness. You're saying, hey, wait a second, this is something that happens to me on a regular basis, and I don't like it. Doesn't make me happy. Whatever. Maybe it does make you happy, but it puts you in a situation where you spend money or miss an appointment because you're overreacting to this thing, because you're taking 0.6 of a second to make that programmed decision to react and not think about your reaction. So the whole idea is to be aware and to make a different choice. So you're aware of your stimulus. You're aware of what it does to you. Now what you do is you just take a few moments and realize now you can take all the time you want to respond. Okay? It doesn't have to be 0.6 of a second. That's the default. That's the part that you don't choose to have control over. If you're going to make awareness part of the situation and choice because of that awareness part of the situation, then choose a longer gap between your stimulus and your response. Choose to make that gap between the stimulus and response a place where you can make a better choice. Make a better choice between the stimulus and the response so that you change your response and thereby change your reaction and your day and how you feel and the circumstances that are part of whatever it is you're experiencing. You can find yourself not being so frustrated because of such and such, or you can find yourself being more at peace, or just choose to improve your mindset, your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions by taking more time before you respond or react. Now, when we react in life, it's because we're not choosing to think about the reaction that we're displaying. We're not choosing to be in a better place by reacting or responding differently. We're reacting and we're living by default. And that is not any way to live. We should not be living by default. We should be aware of our superpowers, aware of our awareness, aware of our ability to choose, aware of the way our mind works. And this, of course, improves with meditation. But be aware in the now that, hey, wait a second, I could do something better here. I can make a better choice and I can improve my day and my life. And you will even improve if this is dealing with an individual, which most of the time your negative stimulus response gap circumstance is dealing with a person, because it's the bus driver that, whatever. And it's in that place where you can affect not just yourself, but you can affect other people. Maybe it's with your spouse, your children, a friend, a cab driver, an Uber driver, the barista at I can't think of the name of the coffee shop because there's no baristas at Tim's, and we use Tim Hortons in Canada. But the clerk at the store, whatever the case may be, whoever you're encountering, take time to realize that, wait a second, I want to do something different with my response. And I'm going to take some more time here to think about, wait a second, maybe I don't like that person simply because I don't understand them. Most of the time when you have a problem with someone that you don't really know that well, it's not that you don't like them, it's that you don't know them. You don't understand them. And in a lot of cases, you actually aren't taking the time to know the people that you think you do know, and that you could be in a better place if you would have a conversation, take some time with them, be a little more aware, and be in a place where you can make a longer or a better choice, take longer to make that choice. And just don't give it such a snap decision. That snap decision will break your circumstance, and it will change the way you live your life, change the way you go through your everyday moments and hours and emotions and feelings. So my friends, the stimulus response gap, very much like the law of attraction, you probably remember when I talk about the law of attraction, it's what you think, how you feel about what you think in your heart, what you say about how you feel, and what you do about it. It's all the same source. It's all the same mind. It's all the same results. You're either in default or you're in choice. Please give yourselves the opportunity to make an improvement in everything that you do. Just be more aware and make better choices. And this is how we're going to change the world. This is how I help my clients get into that place where they don't get frustrated with a computer program. And I struggle with certain circumstances. As a matter of fact, I had some technological issues before I went live, before I was talking to you. I had cleared my cookies, and Facebook was not receiving a lot of my streams because I use StreamYard to stream to a bunch of different platforms. And this whole time, I have not been streaming to LinkedIn. So that's one of the challenges that we face. And of course, I could have stopped my live stream again and restarted it, but I chose just, okay, today is one of those days where I don't get a live stream to LinkedIn. It is what it is. But life goes on. And this is the point that I'm trying to make. You can make better choices. You can end up with a better circumstance. You can have more happiness, more joy, more peace by practicing your stimulus response gap from a place of awareness and making a better choice. All right, my friends, I hope that made a difference for you. And by all means, remember, it's your choice. We all have a choice. And in the last while, and I'm talking the last year or so, we've been forced to make some choices that we don't want to make or wish we hadn't had to make. And you know what I'm talking about. I don't have an opinion that's negative, but I do have an opinion. And so do you. And this is, again, the use of our stimulus response gap. Think about your response. Think about your reaction. Think about how you live your life. and live it more purposefully, live it more happily, and just be in a better place. My friends, if you need any help with this, by all means, reach out to me. It's easy to find me, and it's easy to connect with me. I've made it that way on purpose. So, my friends, all the power to you. Much love. The Paradigm Changer. Checking out. Talk to you next time. Good night.